Okay, so it's Gary from the Bushcraft Academy with Ashley. We're doing various fire starting techniques, stuff that I've bought recently just to sort of look at new techniques and extend my own sort of skill set. This is a kit I bought off the internet with steel, so a bit of carbon steel bent into the original stuff that the Vikings used to use. Piece of flint, and it comes in a little Hessian bag there with some different twist cords to use as tinder, and also a bag of char cloth. Okay, I'm going to try and get this started together as a little demo here. Get this started. The technique is slightly different to some of the others, because when you actually strike it, the sparks come up. So normally you strike it and the sparks go down, so you then get the sparks to ignite underneath. You've actually got to hold the char cloth at the top. Okay, so this is a little bit more difficult technique, to try and hold the char cloth and then get the sparks to ignite on that, so holding it at the top. So,
and again, as you could probably see by looking at the grass and the bin there, the wind is quite sturdy tonight, picking up quite a bit.
There we go. So we've got a there it goes. However, you get this lit now. So started. This is really nice.
It's not raining, it's not raining. All I have to say, your 2:30 video so far is sounding a lot better than my 17-minute video with the fire piston, I have to say.
Well, it ain't over.
So far, I would have to say that the fire still flint would look to be a lot more effective.
See, we've got smoke there coming at the moment. See if we can actually get this to pop and heat up and get this going. Just trying to nest it up there, get some heat into it. Might be losing it. Yeah, looks like we've lost that. So let's start that bit again. Just behind the flint, that's that, and the char cloth. So a little bag of char cloth that came with the kit. Yeah, they're all rolled up. So I'll take a bit of that. There. Okay, so again, holding the char cloth on top of the flint, keeping your fingers well away from the edge.
I should point out that if you look at that hat, that has got to be one of the most attention drawing hats possible. It's an elf hat with elf ears sewn to the side.
It is Christmas after all.
Well, yeah, you know, happy holidays and all that.
But that's
Still wisps of smoke, so it's not dead yet.
Still, because the wind's just swirling around and we've...
Here, do you want a light? Now, all bushcrafters will say it, you know, it's easy to start a fire with a ferro rod. Granted, you know, they do burn at 3,000 degrees. And I've heard a few people say if you're going to start with a ferro rod, why not use a lighter? So that's why we're out here in these weather conditions, trying it with fire piston, steel fire strikers, obviously the flint and steel fire strikers, not the ferro rod fire strikers. We're going to be doing bow drill a little bit later on, which will be a nice interesting one. I've had a couple attempts at bow drill. People have probably seen me post these on my Facebook page on Somerset and Dorset Bushcraft group. Most of which are fails, I must point out. I've had smoke, but I've never actually managed to get a nice hot ember and get fire. I even used a power drill one day, had a bit of fun. That's an electric power drill, maximum revs, loads of smoke, no fire. So tonight we're hoping to end the curse of the no fire, from bow drill especially.
Well, again, we've got some sparks there. We've got the charcoal off lit. Got the
I'm just impressed with how quickly that charcoal goes up.
it looks like a bit of old sweatshirt that somebody's done,
No,
which
awesome.
again, maybe we should do a little series of
Making charcoal.
types of different material to use for charcoal.
I have to point out Lacoste tops work quite well.
Who? Sorry?
Lacoste.
Lacoste.
Yeah, okay. I have to point out they work out quite well.
Excellent.
So any old Lacoste work tops you've got, you know, chop them up, slam them into a bit of tin, into a fire for a bit. Job's a good one.
I've been using an old polished tin for my charcoal. I've now upgraded to a treacle tin of a larger size.
So the old tin,
There's the old
aka,
tin.
and hello treacle.
Yeah, so we're going to try and.
If you've not figured out, the hole is to let the smoke out so the pressure doesn't build up within the can. So once we get the fire going, then we could probably show you that one too.
See, most other bushcrafters that post stuff delete all of the stuff that they
Yeah.
the fail stuff.
You don't see the fails. However, you're going to see mine, and you'll see you know, obviously how long it takes and the techniques, and obviously when it doesn't work out, you know, it's nothing to be disheartened about. You know, it's not always going to work first time around. Look at that, look. You know, it's not going to work first time around. You are going to get fails, but persistence pays off.
So that's the flint and steel with charcloth, and obviously if we kept that going, then we'd get
Without suffocating it.
Yeah. So there we go. Okay. Cool. On to the next.
It's wicked. What's next then?